Today, we will be writing the equation of a straight line when given 2 points on that line. To write the equation of a straight line, we will be using the slope-intercept form, which states y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope or the gradient of that straight line, and m is also the coefficient of x. Let us look at c. C is the y-intercept, and c is also a constant. When given 2 points to determine the equation of a straight line, there are a few steps that we must take into consideration. 1, we have to find the gradient of the 2 points. After we have found the gradient, we have to find c. How do we find c? We find c by substituting the gradient and one of the points into the equation y is equal to mx plus c. After we have found c, we are ready to write our equation. To write the equation, we have to replace the variables of m and c in the equation y is equal to mx plus c with their known values. Let us look at an example. Determine the equation of the straight line which passes through the points 4, 3 and 2, 5. What were we given? We were given the point 4, 3 and 2, 5. What are we required to do? We are required to write the equation of the line that passes through these 2 points. Step 1. Let us find the gradient of the 2 points. To find the gradient of the 2 points, we will be using the slope formula, which says the change in y coordinates all divided by the change in the x coordinates. In other words, y2 minus y1 all divided by x2 minus x1, where x1 is equal to 4, and this is our first x value. Y1 is equal to 3, which is our first y value. X2 is equal to 2, which is our second x value, and y2 is equal to 5, which is our second y value. Let us substitute these values into our equation. Now we have m is equal to 5 minus 3 all divided by 2 minus 4, which is equal to 2 divided by negative 2. Therefore, my gradient is negative 1. Now that I have found my gradient, I can find c. How do we find c? We are going to substitute one of our given points and our gradient into the equation y is equal to mx plus c. But for this example, we will be using the point 2, 5. So let us substitute the point 2, 5 and our gradient negative 1 in the equation y is equal to mx plus c. We know x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 5. Let us substitute. We have 5 is equal to negative 1 times 2 plus c. This implies that 5 is equal to -2 plus c. Let us make c the subject. To make c the subject, we are going to add 2 to both sides of the equation. Therefore, c is equal to 7. Now we have found our m and our c. We can write the equation of the straight line. To write the equation of the straight line, we are going to replace the variables of m and c in the equation y is equal to mx plus c with their known values. The equation of the straight line, which passes through the points 4, 3, and 2, 5, is y is equal to -x plus 7. Thank you guys for watching. See you in our next video.